And a good afternoon to you from Champion Christian. Once again today on YouTube, Tigers Volleyball as your 3-10 Champion Christian Tigers take on Central Baptist, the Mustangs out of the NAIA. They're coming in at 3-14, 1-5 on the road. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you for today's match. And Central Baptist is coming off a loss on Thursday. The Mustangs lost in straight sets against Williams Baptist. It was 25-20. Good second set that went over 25, 31-29. Williams Baptist won it, and then 25-22. Williams Baptist in the third set. Meanwhile, Champion Christian, you might remember if you were with us on Monday, they beat Henderson State's JV team in straight sets. Great serving in that game, great blocking. It was a complete performance. Very few attacking errors in that one for the Tigers. So they looked really good. This is the fourth of 5 straight at home for the Tigers. Thursday will close out the home portion of 2022 against Crowley's Ridge, so another NAIA. And for Central Baptist, they're playing in their finale of 5 straight on the road. They'll be back home next Friday at 6 p.m. against Stevens. These two teams haven't met yet this year. They did meet once last year, and the Mustangs won it in straight sets against the Tigers. Actually, they met twice, and they won in straight sets in both meetings. Mustangs out-hit the Tigers 222 to 063 in Conway at home, and then here in Hot Springs last year, the Mustangs hit 292 compared to the Tigers hitting just 118. Total blocks in both matches were 23-7 for the Mustangs, so that's something to keep your eye on here today. That's something Central Baptist has struggled with a bit this year. They're being outblocked a total of 130-55 on the season. So stepping out of conference, the Mustangs, and as always, Chloe Capacey sets us off and running with their first serve of the game. So Tigers on the attack now. Little bump over there by Hall. That's going to be hit over by Rogers, I believe. On the near side here is Barker from the right. Lawrence was there on the reception. Little tap over there by Hanks. Set up by Insalico. Bumped over again by Barker. So long rally to start things off, and then the error by Hanks hitting it into the net. First point goes to Champion. Hanks has 183 kills on the year. She leads the team in that category, hitting 159, but into the net that time. So Capacey on the serve again. Cross court hit by Shoemate. Barker on the attack. Again, they set it up for Hanks, and that's going to be long. So Hanks is 0 for 2, and Champion out to a 2-0 lead here in the early going of this opening set. So Thursday at home for the Tigers, then they're at Dallas Christian on the 29th, so next Saturday. Dump attempt there by Murphy is into the net, so the Mustangs struggling a bit on the attack right now, and the Tigers out to a 3-zip lead. As I mentioned, the Mustangs an NAIA member of the American Midwest Conference. They're from Conway, Arkansas. That's going to be out of bounds, they say. Discussed it for a moment. 4-0 in favor of Champion here in the early going. Capacey still serving. We saw good runs in the first set and second set for the Tigers against Henderson State. Better attack that time. Nicely done there by Hanks to get the Mustangs on the board. Kenzie Hanks, sophomore from Little Rock, picking up her first kill, and it'll be Molly Murphy to go on serve here. Murphy, 18 aces on the season so far, and this her 46th set. Floats it over. A joust briefly at the net, won by the Tigers. And then dumped over, set it up again for Hanks on the cross-court attack. That's going to be out of bounds, and it's 5-1 Champion. Skylar Hall, 15 aces on the season, 101 digs, almost 3 digs per set for Skylar as she serves that one out of bounds. Here is Kaylee Walker coming in to serve, the setter with 6 aces on the year. Set by Capacey to the middle. Nice block back there off the hit by Barker. Shoemate was there. Lawrence was also there for Central Baptist. Again, blocking has been a problem so far this year for the Mustangs, but it was a big reason why they swept the Tigers in straight sets in both meetings last year. Through the block that time. That was Petty with the nice hit. Better recovery there by the Mustangs than using the line, but hitting it too long was Powell, so it's 5-4 now. Tigers got out to a 4-0 start to this one. 4 of the last 5 points here in set 1 now for Central Baptist. Playing the soft game that time was Powell. Mustangs were ready for it. Nice hit there by Shoemate. Better recovery in Salico. Then the cross-court attack was inbounds, they say. 6-4 Tigers. And Salico will serve now for Champion. 13 aces on the year for Mary, the sophomore from North Little Rock. From the middle, soft touch there by Rhodes. Booming hit by Lawrence. Dig and Salico. Capacey with the reception that time. Set up for Barker. And Barker going to pick up a kill as Walker hit it backwards. So Champion leads by 3. It's 7-4. Kelly Barker will serve now. 7 aces on the... Oh, correction. It's in Salico still serving. I thought that was a mistake. So, in Salico, back on serve. Nicely done there. Barker hits it through 2 blockers. Champion doubling up the Mustangs here in this opening set. Through the block that time, Shoemate with a nice hit. And Powell wins it for Champion. So 4 straight points to start set 1 for the Tigers, and now another 4-0 run has them back up by 5 now. Nice block there, Journey Hicks. Lawrence with the hard hit, then Barker finds the open spot in the middle. 5-0 run for Champion. Leading at 10-4. Through the block that time, Shoemate. Ends that run for the Tigers, and Mustangs back on serve here. Trailing by 5. Ooh, looks like Hicks is hobbling a little bit after that block. Erica Trusty back on the court to check on her player. So an injury timeout right now, and Jakima Wright will come in. So hopefully Journey's okay after the block. I didn't see her land, but back in to serve is Kyla Shoemate with 7 aces on the year. It's been a good hitting month for the Mustangs, who struggled in September, hitting .080. They're hitting .140 so far this month. Set by Capacey. Near side is Barker from the right. And was it touched? No. So it's out of bounds to Central Baptist. 10-6. Again, Shoemate serving for the Mustangs. And the service error there. On the right side, Rhodes. Left side for the Tigers, Powell. Lawrence can't keep it in play, so Mustangs a bit off right now, and Champion doubling them up 12-6. Barker serving. Reception by Shoemate. Set by Murphy, and it was blocked back, and then Mustangs can't recover. Rhodes gave it an effort. Kelly Barker serving. I mentioned 7 aces. She's got 122 digs. She leads Champion in that category. Rhodes will try it again. Pancake attempt there by Barker comes up short. Rhodes has a kill, and it's 13-7 Tigers. Trying to take down an NAIA, not always the easiest thing to do when you're a non-scholarship program. Sheridan Rogers is in 5 aces on the year. Somersault there by Insalico, and then Tigers get it over. Set up now. Clearing the tape was Lawrence. And Powell's got another kill. Her second, I believe, here in this opening set. Champion Christian once again doubling up Central Baptist. It's 14-7. On the dump attempt. It'll dump that time. It was Miller. Miller at the middle of the net again, and we've got a net violation on Champion. Mustangs need to put a run together. We've seen a couple of runs for Champion. Booming hit that time by Miller. It's been a good mix both ways of the soft game and the power game. And Central Baptist with back-to-back points. We're going to get a timeout. It's 14-9 Champion. We will step aside here for just a moment. We'll be back. We'll be busy next week, that's for sure. Next weekend, we've got volleyball on the 27th against Crowley's Ridge, home finale for Champion there. And then basketball gets going with the Champion Classic. Now, I'll have both the men's and women's games on Friday, and then Saturday I'm with you for the women only, but the Tigers will stream all of the games in the Champion Classic, so you can catch all the action here on Tiger TV. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you, and overpass there, and I believe we got another net violation called on Champion. So Central Baptist was trailing 14-7, 3 straight for the Mustangs. As I mentioned, really important stretch right here for them to get going. It's been a slow start, and another heady play there by Powell, who finds, again, that middle has been open, especially on this right side here in this first set. And Powell has capitalized from the right side here with those soft hits through the block. Nicely done there by Miller. Tigers able to get it over. And that's going into the net off Lawrence. So Champion back up by 6. That was Powell serving, by the way. Back row hit by Rogers. Set up again for Wright. Another back row hit, that time Shoemate on the attack. Central Baptist somehow got that over off the soft touch by Wright. Ooh, beautiful play. That was some deception in that hit by Lawrence there. Caught the Tigers off guard. Michaela Lawrence had 67 kills coming in. She's on serve now, 22 aces on the year, leads the team in that category. Capacey sets it up for Wright, who hits it into the net. Mustangs are hanging around here. The Tigers have been in control for the most part here in this opening set, but Central Baptist doing enough to keep things interesting here in set one. This one's got the makings of a longer one. We've seen, I think, in the broadcasts that we've done, all of them have been three-setters. Is that going to be in? Nice hit on that back line there. Hanks got it to go. So Mustangs once again cutting it down to 3. I think I'm wrong. I think Itawamba was a 4-setter. So again, Lawrence on the serve. Overhit there. Joust won by the Mustangs. Somersault attempt by Insalico. Can't recover, and it's a 2-point advantage now for the Tigers. Central Baptist starting to put points together here on serve. Couple of 3-0 runs. Tigers have had an answer every time here in this opening set. We'll see if they can kill the rally this time. Big hit there from the back row. Kelly Barker. Big answer there for Champion. Riley Petty has come in. This is Wright serving, and Wright has an ace. Jakima Wright, just her 5th of the year. Jakima hitting .241. 33 kills in now her 27th set. That's going to be hit long out of bounds off Petty. Caitlin Miller on serve, the freshman. And the service error there. Walker comes back in for Central Baptist. Capacey on serve. Capacey started the match as she always does on serve, and the Tigers got 4 straight points to open things up, and 5 of the first 6 points here in this opening set. Mustang's going to win that one, though. And again, they're hanging around. 1916. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you from the home studio in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina, the home of the NCCAA. Murphy serving. Nice little tap there by Petty. Through the block that time out. Hanks got it to go. Tigers now from the right side. Again, they're trying to find that middle. That time, Central Baptist able to close the gap, and they're going to win the rally. Barker couldn't get it from that far side off screen, so Mustangs. Molly Murphy serving. 18 aces during the year, but commits the error there. It's been a couple different errors that have troubled the Mustangs late as they look to come from behind after trailing by as many as 7 here in this opening set. Hall on serve. Hall pancake attempt comes up short. Another kill for Hanks. 2018. Kelly Walker back in to serve for Rick Brown's team. Set by Capacey. Cross court hit by Barker is in play. Speaking of the NCCAA, we have the Southwest Region Tournament at Manhattan Christian. That will start November 3rd. And East Tigers, of course, Arlington's always the class of the region, but I think these Tigers are going to have something to say in that tournament. Playing very well through the block. Ooh, Mustangs. Can they get it over? Yeah, they can. Dump attempt by Capacey. Central Baptist is ready for that one. Sets it up for the middle again. It's Barker. Now from the right side, down the line right with the hit. Through the block, that's Lawrence, but I think we might have a net violation. Either way, Champion gets the point, leading by 4. And Salico back on serve. Block there by Barker. Kelly Barker having herself a nice opening set here for Champion. Right through the dig attempt there of Walker. Tigers 2 points away. Mentioned Capacey was serving when the Tigers made their first run. When they made their second run to go up 14-7, it was in Salico. A little punch over there by Powell. So in Salico back on serve. Overhit there by Capacey, and point to Central Baptist. Little room for error now for the Mustangs, who are going to bring back Miller. And it'll be Shoemate to serve. Shoemate back row attack. Going to be long. Set point for the Tigers. Champion 24-19. And it'll be Kelly Barker to serve. Miss hit there, and the Tigers win it. 25-19. Champion takes set 1. I thought. Am I off? I think I'm off. I got to think this is now set point. I'm sure I've been off before, but I can't be off by that much. I've got, well, let's say it's 24-20 now. Again, I'm broadcasting at the home studio, so I'm seeing everything you're seeing, folks, and there's no scoreboard, so I'm doing it all myself, and I must have missed something somewhere. So as of now, I've got it 24-21. Lawrence serving for the Mustangs. Through the block that time, Champion wins it. And now they win the set. So 25-21 is the final here in set 1. Champion takes it, leading by as many as 7. We'll take a break, folks. We'll come back with the second set here in just a moment. Welcome back to Champion Christian, Hot Springs, Arkansas. And Chris Sheeman here with you back at the home studio in South Carolina. So Tigers take the first set, 25-21. Mustangs will get us going here, serving in this second set as we're underway. Murphy with the serve from the middle. That was Petty getting it over the block, and then Hanks into the net. So set 2 starts exactly as set 1 did. And Champion leads it 1-0 with Kelly Barker serving. Again, they set it up for Hanks, who got it over. And that time, Hanks finds the open floor to even us at 1 apiece here in set 2. This one's got the makings of a longer one, as I mentioned in the opening set. Mustangs won in straight sets twice against the Tigers last year. The ace that time for Walker. First ace for Central Baptist here today, and first lead for Central Baptist at 2-1 here in set 2. Over hit that time, and it's 3-1 Mustangs. Oh, correction, they gave the point to the Tigers. So Insalico will come in to serve, and instead of 3-1, it's 2-2. Make it 3-2 on the service error. Kyla Shoemate, Burleson, Texas, sending it over. Big hit there, big swing by Miller. It was blocked back, and the Tigers win the point. I believe it was Powell and Wright combining there, even at 3 here in this second set. Jakima Wright serving. Picked up an ace in the first set, her 5th of the year. Sent right back that time by Powell. 4-3 Champion back on top. Jakima Wright came in for Journey Hicks, who left hobbling in the opening set. We have a double contact call on Champion there, so we are even again at 4 apiece. Sheridan Rogers coming in to serve again for Central Baptist and head coach Rick Brown. From the middle, was Powell able to get it through the block. Mustangs recover, though. Overpass is going to cost the Tigers maybe. Big swing there by Lawrence. Great recovery by Champion, though. Longest rally here in the set is won by Central Baptist off Miller's hit. 5-4 Mustangs. Rogers going to pick up an ace. Central Baptist, biggest lead here in either set. And Rogers and company looking to build on it. Set by Capacey. Curving hit by Powell was inbounds. Brooke Powell now will serve for the Tigers. Correction, it's Skylar Hall. 15 aces on the year for Skylar. A lot of hits from both sides coming from the middle. That time it was Miller, putting Central Baptist back up by 2. Tigers just got to get it over, and they can't. Mustangs by 3. And we have a timeout. Erica Trusty not liking what she sees here in the second set. We'll be back in just a moment. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be back with you. A better second set for the Mustangs. They lead it by 3. Central Baptist still serving. They came in, as I mentioned, at 3 and 14. Their victories, we'll see Crowley's Ridge coming up on Thursday next week. Central Baptist beat Crowley's Ridge in 4 sets. They also beat Baptist Bible, an ACCA school. And they won in straight sets against University of Health and Sciences, a fellow NAIA member. That was back earlier this month on the 7th. And right now they're doubling up champion. Mustangs looking much sharper here, especially on the attack. A lot of errors for Central Baptist in the opening set, and they've cleaned it up here in set 2. And they're first to double digits. Barker. And we've got a double contact again called on the Tigers. So the timeout has not helped champion. Central Baptist leading it by 6. Awkward hit there by Hall, and the Tigers in a bit of a funk right now. It's all Mustangs, 12-5. Big hit that time by Powell. Is it in play? Yes. Tigers needed that one. Brooke Powell will go on serve. 15 aces, tied for second on the team in that category with Skylar Hall. Journey Hicks has 17 aces on the year to lead the team. And that's going to go out of bounds. So any hopes of a run will have to wait for Champion Christian. Coming in now is Mallory Gassett to serve. 19 aces on the year, second on her team in that category. Serving has not, for the most part, been a problem this year for Central Baptist, as we have another double hit by Champion. Mentioned the blocking. Outblocked so far 130-55, but the Aces 105-76 for their opponents. So serving has done the job for the Mustangs so far. Nice hit there by Barker. A much-needed point for Champion. They need to get on a run. They had a couple different runs in the opening set. They started with 4 straight points. They also had a 5-0 run in the first set. So the Tigers have been capable of going on decent runs here in this match so far as Capacey's serving. Through the block that time, shoemate, but net violation. So Tigers pick up the point. First back-to-back points here in, or excuse me, back-to-back points for the second time here in this second set for Champion. Cassett on the reception. It's going to be set up for a back row hit by Lawrence. Capacey sets it up. Little tap over by Petty. We haven't called Riley Petty's name too often here today, but what a season the freshman is having. 2.56 kills per set, hitting .342. That's second in the NCCAA in Division II. .342. A great percentage at this level. Nice block there. It was a combination of Petty and Wright. That time, getting it through the block was Hanks, who made a nice adjustment there. Central Baptist up by 6 again, and Murphy will serve for the Mustangs. Jalen Rhodes also coming back in. A lot of underclassmen on the Mustangs, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Here is Barker. Little punch over going to work. That's not how they drew it up, but Hanks will take it. For Central Baptist, they lead again by 7. And I think the Tigers are asking about that last call or something, possibly. Kelly Barker went over to the official. Murphy serving for the Mustangs. Barker sets it up, hit over by Wright. They've been looking for Hanks. That time Hanks into the net. Barker now will serve, the sophomore. They set it up for Rhodes through the block. Murphy with another assist. Molly Murphy has 358 of them coming into play today. Nice setup there for Murphy to Rhodes. Walker on the serve now for Central Baptist. Dump attempt. Mustangs ready for it. Big swing there. Is it in play? Yes, Lawrence gets the kill. Mustangs taking their biggest lead again here in this second set. 18-10. Capacey going to set it up for Petty. A little dump. Nice dig there by Barker. I'm pretty sure that was a block by Wright. I think that cleared the net. So Jakima Wright with a blocker. And Salico serving. Tigers got to get going if they want to go up 2 sets. Good court vision there by Rhodes, though. Finding the open spot in the back row. Shoemate now will serve for the Mustangs. Wright had it sent right back by Miller. Overpass there, and Salico there first. Set by Capacey. Long hit by Powell is going to be in play. Brooke Powell hitting 119 on the year. Second to Petty in kills with 73. Riley Petty has 83 in 13 matches. Rhodes, block attempt by Powell goes awkward, and first to 20 are the Mustangs. Provided I didn't goof the score up like I did in the opening set. I was only off by 1 point. And that's the only time I've been off in 3 matches. That's pretty good by my standards. And my math teachers from grade school and onward would probably agree. Tigers, again, in the first set, they had several kills kind of in the middle there, and that's the first one they've been able to get here in this second set. Hall serving now. Joust at the net. Mustangs back row hit there by Shoemate, and Wright hit it backwards. Central Baptist back up by 8. Hanks is back in for the Mustangs. Hanks, too long that time, was making sure it wasn't touched by Champion. So 21-14 Tigers, and it will be Powell to serve. Petty is back in for the Tigers here. They set it up for her. Nice dig there, Shoemate from the back row. That was Rogers. 22-14. It's Central Baptist by 8. Gassett coming back in to serve again. Dump attempt by Capacey is sent back by Shoemate. And we are on our way to having ourselves a 1-1 tie. Mustangs are 2 points away. Again, Gossett on serve. Tigers just able to get that over. Set it up again for Shoemate. That one just cleared the tape off Hanks, and it's going to go for the Mustangs. And I believe we have set point here for Central Baptist. 24-14, first double-digit lead on either side here this afternoon. Oh, nicely done there by Central just to get it over. They're about to do it again. Booming hit there by Petty. What a dig by Rogers. Tigers eventually win the rally, though. Still hope for Champion, although no room for error with Capacey serving. How about that dig, though, by Sheridan Rogers? 65 of them in 31 sets coming into play. Awkward reception there. Gossett hit it wrong way. Tigers still alive here in this second set, but Central Baptist has plenty of room to work with. Still leading by 8. Another awkward hit there, but Mustang's able to recover, and it's sent over by Lawrence. Petty again. Lawrence will get it away. Here's Wright. Lawrence is there first. And that should do it for the Mustangs. It's Rogers giving Central Baptist a 25-16 victory. We are even here after 2 sets It's 1-1. We'll take a break and come back with the third set in just a moment. Don't go too far. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you from the home studio in South Carolina. A couple of in-state rivals out of league rivals. Champion Christian Central Baptist battling to a 1-1 tie as we get ready to start the third set. It will be Capacey to serve. Here's the deal, folks. I had a little personal accomplishment this week. I have been trying to get up to the top of this mountain in South Carolina. It's called Table Rock, and lots of people go up there, but I was trying to get up there quickly. It's a workout for me. So I finally, after about a year and a half, was able to conquer this. It was 2,000 feet straight up, and I did it in about an hour and 20 minutes. It usually takes a little bit longer than that for, if you're elderly or whatever, but anyways, ever since I got down off that mountain, I've been getting a little dizzy at times. I think the vertigo kind of got to me. So that's been going on for a couple of days, and I kind of felt it in between sets here. So if you hear a clunk, it's just me. It's just me falling down. I waited until I was 40 to try to walk up the mountain, and I got up there, but now I'm a mess. Cross court hit that time as we're underway here in the third set by Hanks. Now Barker, dump over by Murphy works for Central Baptist, so they take a 1-0 lead. I know I'm fine, but I know my dad used to have vertigo problems, and I can kind of see some of that starting to creep up in my life, and especially if you go straight up 2,000 feet and then straight down 2,000 feet and you do it in like 3 hours, it's a little something. They're going to allow the block there, and a nice booming hit by Hanks puts the Mustangs up 2-0, and Kelly Barker wondering about those 4 hits, but if it's a block, it doesn't count for the first touch. And maybe Kelly Barker looking for a double contact there. The way her hands are motioning leads me to believe that might be the actual conversation going on now. So it stays 2-0. Murphy is serving for the Mustangs. Floats it over. Reception by Powell. Set Capacey. And Petty. And it blocked back. 3 straight for Central Baptist, who look completely different after that opening set. The Tigers won it by 4, 25-21 if you're just joining us. But the score was not indicative of how much Champion controlled that opening set. Booming hit there. And nicely done by Petty to put Champion on the board here in set 3. I mentioned Riley Petty hitting .342, second best in the NCCAA at the Division II level. Barker serving. Cross court hit is going to sail out of bounds off Rhodes. Two wins against Randall this year for Champion. All 3 wins coming in Southwest Region play. Of course, they had that exhibition win over Henderson State, that JV team, which as of now, it's on the schedule as an exhibition, and we'll see next week if that changes or not. But since it's listed as an exhibition on the schedule, I don't count it in the win column unless they change it. And again, we'll find out before the Crowley Ridge match coming up next Thursday. Kill for Lawrence there. And it's 5-2 Central Baptist with a 3-point advantage. And Walker serving for the Mustangs. Petty hit it through the block. So does Rhodes, sent right back by Wright. Nice idea by Shoemate. Tigers were ready for it. Back row hit by Barker is going to go for a point for Champion. Marian Salico coming in to serve now, the sophomore. Set by Murphy, kill by Rhodes. And now Shoemate will serve for the Mustangs. And that will airmail out of bounds. We've seen a lot of Jakima Wright. If you're just joining us today, that's going to be in, I believe. Yes, Jakima Wright with her second ace here in the match. Had one in the first set, now one in the second set. Journey Hicks left in the opening set, hobbled off the court. And after the ace, the air put Central Baptist up by 2. Rogers ended the second set with a point for her team. Comes in to serve now for the Mustangs. Nice little tap over there by Powell. How about the set for Wright? Not normally her game. Picking up the assist. Jakima. Oh, correction. Let me correct myself. She had 62 assists coming in. About 2.4 per set. So that is normally her game. Being used a little differently here with Journey Hicks out, though. Through the block. Miller gets it down. Central Baptist led by as many as 10 in the second set. Didn't lead at all in the first set. One set 2 by 9. Lawrence is serving. Capacey from the left side. Nice recovery there by Barker. Can the Tigers get it over? They cannot, though. Champion Christian is 9th in Division II in the NCCAA, hitting 154. But they're second last, allowing their opponents to hit 298. They actually hit, remember the Itawamba match went pretty quickly. They hit 424 in that match. It was a loss because Itawamba was near perfect. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here for Champion, so we will finish our thought on that when we come back. 10-6 Mustangs here in set 3. Krishima, glad to be back with you, and still at the home studio in Greenville, South Carolina. So I was mentioning Champion, they're hitting 9th best in Division II, and then they hit 424 in that loss against Itawamba. How about Riley Petty? Was 15 out of 16 in that match. 9:38. Journey Hicks was 11 out of 16. We got an ace here out of the timeout for Lawrence to put Central Baptist up by 5. And that went for a loss because Itawamba was unstoppable on the attack in their own right. Tigers hit .261 in the win against Randall at home. Played well as well, sweeping Randall this year, winning in Moore, Oklahoma. Tigers got to get it going here. And they're going to pick up a point this time. Champion in danger here, going down 2 sets after really playing well in that first set. They kind of rode the wave of momentum that they had against Henderson State in that 3-set victory. Fell into a funk in the second set. Didn't start the third set very strong either. Trying to get back in it. Big hit there by Hanks. And Hanks is really starting to find her stride. Started the game with a couple of attacking errors, but she's played much better as the afternoon has gone on. Gossett will come in to serve now. Mallory Gossett, again, second on the team with 19 aces. Tap over there by Petty. Petty with the block back that time. So Riley Petty from the middle. Chloe Capacey now will serve as Jakima Wright comes back in. They're going to set it up again for Hanks, and again, Hanks gets another kill. Her second in the last 3 sequences here. It'll be Murphy to serve. Kenzie Hanks, 183 kills, 2.95 kills per set, hitting 159 for this Mustangs team. Double contact going to be called there. So Murphy still serving. Set by Capacey. Little tap that time. Again, trying to find that middle, and it works again for Champion. That, among other things, played a big role in the opening set victory for the Tigers here this afternoon. Is it still afternoon? And well, it's evening now, I guess. No, still afternoon. 3:10 your time, 4:10 my time. Service ace for the Tigers. As Kelly Barker picks up another one. I believe that's her second here this afternoon. Barker just clears the tape. Back-to-back aces. Rhodes had it blocked back by Petty. 3 straight points for Champion, and correction, I guess it was through the block. My apologies. So the point goes to Central Baptist, and they lead it by 4 now. I believe that's Walker back in to serve. Petty will try it. Dig by Walker. Back row hit there for the Mustangs. Petty from the middle. This time it's down. 15-12 Central Baptist. And Salico serving. Rhodes, Capacey got there on the reception. Set up for Hall down the line. Nicely done there by Lawrence to keep it in play on the back line. Shoemate will serve for the Mustangs. Floats it over. Hall on the reception. Set Capacey. Tap by Wright. Shakima Wright's done a little bit of everything here today. She's got a couple aces as she gets ready to serve for the Tigers. Again, playing most of the match. Journey Hicks went out with an injury. Rhodes again. I've been looking for Rhodes more here as this third set has gone on. This time it's Lawrence right on the reception. Hit over by Powell from the middle. That's going to work for Miller from the middle. Caitlin Miller came in with 86 kills in 47 sets. Lawrence serving now for the Mustangs. Barker bumps it over. Tap over by Lawrence, sent right back, but out of bounds, I believe, off Champion. 18-13. Mustangs have really settled in nicely after losing that first set. Looked in a bit of a funk. The dump by the Tigers going to be sent back by the Mustangs. Now Capacey sets it up left side. It's Hall. From the back row, Lawrence. Too long. Correction, that was Rogers too long. Skylar Hall will serve. 15 aces on the season coming into play today. Dump over. Tigers able to recover. Lawrence, second time using the soft game. Barker hits it over. Lawrence that time using the power, but too long, out of play. 18-15. Again, Hall serving. From the middle, Miller had it blocked, nicely done there by Powell. Barker. Shoemate, Powell on the reception. Set up for Barker by Capacey, and the assist. Capacey, the kill, Barker. And Champion right back in it now at 18-16, with Hall still serving. Pivotal third set. Champion won by 4 in the first. Central Baptist by 9 in the second. Nicely done there by Miller again. Here comes Hanks. She'll be stage left. And that, I believe, is Lawrence serving for the Mustangs. Capacey sets it up. Another assist for Capacey to Barker. Correction, Central Baptist got the point there, so it's 20-16. Violation there by the Tigers, then the service error by Lawrence. Tigers have Powell serving. Cross-court hit by Hanks, and Hanks with another kill has played fantastic here in this third set for Central Baptist. So has Miller, who goes out. Gossett will come in to serve. Capacey punches it over on the second hit. Back row hit by Insalico is going to go out of bounds, and trouble time for Champion. They trail by 5 late in this pivotal third set. Timeout. Erica Trusty wants to talk it over. We'll step aside. Welcome back, everybody. A little room for air for the Tigers. In danger of falling behind here in the match. Walker is serving for the Mustangs, and it's blocked back by Shoemate. Central Baptist 2 points away from going up 2-1. Kyla Shoemate had 19 total blocks coming in, most of them assisted with 16 of the 19. That one a solo block, though. Back row hit by Gossett. Capacey sets it up for the middle. Petty. Pancake there for Central Baptist. And then, guess who? It's Hanks again. It is set point for the Mustangs, who are rolling after losing that first set. Again, Walker serving. And she is going to win it for the Mustangs here in this third set. 25-17, Central Baptist goes up 2-1 in the match. We'll be back with set 4 here in just a moment. Don't go too far. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you from the home studio in South Carolina. A couple in-state rivals doing work here this afternoon as Central Baptist leads at 2-1 as we're underway here in this fourth set. Murphy on serve and Central Baptist winning the point. So Molly Murphy came in with 18 aces on the year, third best on the team. And Salico will set it up. Going to be a back row attack by Powell, but it's into the net. And Champion just looks off. They came out so crisp, so sharp in that opening set, winning it 25-21. It's been anything but sharp since that time, though, for the Tigers. And Salico, Barker. Nice hit there by Shoemates. And it's 3 straight here for Central Baptist. 3-14, the Mustangs, just 1 win on the road this year. They did beat Crowley's Ridge. We're going to see Crowley's Ridge coming up on Thursday. That'll be the home finale in our last volleyball broadcast of the year. 4 straight for the Mustangs to start set 4. Murphy still serving. Dump over by Petty. Hanks with the soft touch. Petty taps it left side, setting it up, and Salico from the back row. Now Rhodes cross court. And that's going to be 4 hits, I believe. Yeah. So first point for Champion here in this fourth set. 25-21, Tigers in set 1. 25-16 in the second set for the Mustangs. 25-17, Central Baptist in set 3. Barker on the serve. Here is Hanks through the block. And it is 5-1, Central Baptist. Walker comes in for the Mustangs. She'll serve Kaylee Walker. And Salico sends it away. Set for Rhodes. Rhodes another kill. The assist that time, I believe, was Shoemate. Mustangs finale of 5 straight on the road. They're back home on Friday against Stevens. That'll be at 6 p.m. Then they also play next Saturday as well. That'll be against Columbia at home at noon. And they are rolling here in the fourth set, 7-1. Tigers are going to talk about it. They need this timeout. It's all Mustangs here in set 4 trying to close out Champion. They lead by 6. Once again, folks, there's the upcoming broadcast schedule. It's hard to believe that basketball is just around the corner. In fact, less than a week away, we'll have both games of the Champion Classic on Friday. Before that, our final volleyball match coming up on Thursday against Crowley's Ridge. But Work to do for the Tigers, who have fallen behind by 6 already here in the fourth set. Walker still serving for the Mustangs, and a rare error as this match has gone on for Central Baptist, especially on serve. They started the opening set with all kinds of errors. Much more accurate serving and hitting for Central Baptist as the afternoon has played out. That's why they're up by 5 right now, but the Tigers have something to say about it with Petty serving. That cleared the tape off the hit by Lawrence. So any thought of a rally there for the Tigers goes away, and now Shoemate will serve for Rick Brown's team. Petty on the reception, set Capacey. Cross court hit by Powell, dig by Walker. And the point to Central Baptist. Rhodes again, I believe. Mustangs by 7. Shoemate still serving. Central Baptist trying to win their 4th of the year, as is, at least as far as we know, the Tigers. From the middle, Miller's had success here today. Nice dig, though, by Insalico off Miller's hit. Now they'll set it up again for Rhodes. Rhodes through the block. Awkward hit going to be sent right back by Miller. Somehow Powell able to get it back over 2 different times here on that rally. And Capacey comes up short as Lawrence wins the battle on the right side. Central Baptist 10-2. Shoemate again. Capacey will set it up through the block. Powell got the hit. Ooh, Lawrence. Salico, second nice dig here in this set. And Powell wins the point for Champion. Going to need several more of those for the Tigers here. Chloe Capacey will serve for Champion. Set by Murphy. Here is Rhodes. And Salico again. Third dig in the set. Miller had it blocked back by Powell, but I believe it was out of bounds. It was. Mustangs by 8. Here comes Rogers in to serve for Central Baptist. The Mustangs, an NAIA member, they're in the American Midwest Conference. Jakima Wright comes back in and gets a kill from the left side for Champion. I mentioned in the beginning the total blocks in both matches last year that were won by the Mustangs against Champion were 23-7 in favor of Central Baptist. Wright hits it into the net that time. And as we have gone on throughout the match, the blocking has gotten better from the Mustangs. It's been a sore spot for Central Baptist this year. Doing a nice job, though, as play has gone on. Lawrence with the serve. And the hit by Hanks, who puts it down. So the Mustangs are cruising. Well on their way now, halfway through, more than halfway to a 4-set victory here today. Floater by Lawrence, and that's going to be too long. Service error there for Central Baptist. Well, if the Tigers are going to make a rally, it's got to come right now. And instead, a service error puts Central Baptist right back up by 9. Gossett will come in. Miller goes out, so Mallory Gossett will serve. Received by Barker. Capacey to Barker, who hits it over. Gossett there on the reception. A little tap over there by Shoemate. Capacey now sets it up for Wright. Rogers, I believe, there first. And is that going to be in? Yes, it will. What a hit again by Hanks. Boy, has she played well, especially in these later sets. Kenzie Hanks, second on the team to Madeline Freeman, who we haven't seen today. Freeman leads the team with 193 kills, but she has not played for Rick Brown's side. Booming hit there by the always accurate Petty, who gets it down. 15-6 Central Baptist. Did she hit it out of bounds? It must have been out of bounds. I thought it was in. My apologies. So Central Baptist now 17-5 after the ace there. I really thought it was in, and if it wasn't, it was touch, but that's not the way they called it. And since I'm about 10.5 hours driving from the court, I'm gonna defer to the officials on that and say they probably have a better view. Here is Hanks again. Boy, Central Baptist is not messing around here in set 4. Hanks, they say, hit it out of bounds, though. So, again, my apologies. 17-6 is the correct score. With Wright serving. It's been a good service game for Wright today. And miscommunication there as Capacey and Wright collide. So, Central Baptist gets the point. Murphy will serve. Molly Murphy for the Mustangs. That's going to be blocked out of bounds. Rhodes wins the point for Central Baptist. Murphy still serving for the Mustangs. It's always nice if you're Central Baptist. You've been on the road for 5 straight matches. It's been long, too. They've been spread out. No tri-matches or anything like that in there. Always nice when you can end it with a victory. They have played much better. They got off to a tough start in the month of September, but they've played better. More accurate, better hitting. Dump over there by Rhodes. Central Baptist first to 20. And on a college football Saturday, we've got a football-like score here in set 4, 20-7. Walker back in to serve. Capacey going to set it up for Petty on the right, who punches it over. Booming hit there by Shoemate. Tigers recover, though. Hall gets it away. Curving it, but out of bounds is Lawrence. Looks like Petty will serve for Champion. Nice block there. That's the second or third time Powell today with a solo block. Powell came in with 7 solo blocks. Riley Petty leads the team with 13 solo blocks. Set by Barker on the left side for Central Baptist's stage right. It's Lawrence. Slamming it down the line. Here comes Shoemate in to serve. Mustangs are 4 points away from taking it in 4 sets against Champion Christian. And Shoemate serves it out of bounds. Capacey will serve for the Tigers. Lawrence. Nice dig there by Barker. Lawrence will try it again. Got it through the block of Wright. Champion recovers. Now it's a hit by Hall, and it's blocked back by the Mustangs. 22-10. And here comes Rogers in to serve for Central Baptist. This would be, if it is their fourth victory of the year, Central Baptist, it would be the third out of four that have come in 4 sets. They have not had a 5-setter yet this year. I don't believe Champion has either. That's going to be hit long by Barker, and it is match point for the Mustangs at 24-10. With, again, Rogers still serving. Dump over by Capacey, a little tap by Murphy. Champion setting it up. Capacey to Wright, and Wright playing the soft game gets a point. Tigers barely alive, but they are still alive with Hall serving. Still match point for Central Baptist. Capacey sets it up. Powell on the hit. Rogers dig by Capacey. Here is Barker. Lawrence. And is it in play? It is, and that should do it. Central Baptist wins it in 4 sets. It goes 25-21. Champion wins the first set. Then the Mustangs control it from there. In set 2, Central Baptist won by 9, 25-16. In the third set, they won 25-17, and here they cruise to a 25-11 victory to win it in 4. So we'll be with you again one more time for volleyball coming up on Thursday. It's another NAIA for the Tigers. Crowley's Ridge will be in town. That's a 6 p.m. start. Looking forward to that. Until then, folks, once again, your final 3-1. Central Baptist wins it in 4 sets over your Tigers here today. My name's Chris Sheeman.